Alright, in this tutorial I am going to show you how you can take any seamless pattern and create a color scheme that will match that pattern, and then how we can apply all of that to our website. So I'm just going to use the watercolor leaves pattern that's available in the Vault, and I am going to use the Fusion theme. Since it already has patterns in it, it's probably one of the easiest themes that we have to kind of swap out that pattern to really kind of add that additional detail throughout the design. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Canva canvas set up, and I just created a new canvas, and I just did it at 1500 by 1500. It doesn't really matter the size, I just need enough space to put in the pattern and then to create a color scheme. And then I'm going to pull up my Finder, and I have my watercolor pattern right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag and drop that right here into my Canva account, and it'll go ahead and load it into my page. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and just sort of fill in this top part. And then I'm going to hit the R on my keyboard, and this is going to add a rectangle onto the page, or a square actually. And then I'm just going to make this smaller, and we're going to create a color scheme of 8 different colors. Okay, so I'm just going to take this square and we're going to make it kind of small, and then I'm going to do Command C to copy it, and then Command V to paste it. So it'll duplicate this for me. So Command C and V, and I'm going to do Command V now 6 more times, so that I have 8 colors here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this very last one, and I'm just going to pull it over here to the right, so it's all the way to the right, and then I'm going to like group all of these together here so that I can select all of them. And then I'm going to go to position. We're going to position them all to the middle, and then we're going to space evenly horizontally. Perfect. All right, so there's no space between them, so let me select all of those. We're going to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm going to drag this to the right and then select all of those, and then do that horizontal thing again. Perfect. We've got a little space between them, so that's great. So anytime I'm doing that, basically what it does is it takes the first one and the last one, and it automatically will proportionally space them apart. Okay, so that's why I did that. All right, so what we're going to do is the first 2 colors are going to be like our primary colors that are going to be used through our site. The next 3 to 4 colors are going to be used for copy, so those need to be dark colors. And then this one is kind of like up in the air. It can be a bright color or one of your main colors. And then this one is going to be your lightest color. So this one, we want to be this creamy color that's going on in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. I'm going to click on this little bubble here for the color. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit to the photo colors. So it's automatically pulling colors for me directly from this. And so we're definitely going to use these in our scheme here. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one. I'm assuming that's that lightest color. We'll double check it here in a minute. And then let's go here, and I'm going to go ahead and change it to these kind of green colors that I like. And then here we'll do this darkest one, and we'll actually apply this to several of these, and then we're going to go back and make these darker. And then on this second to last one, I'm going to go ahead and do this kind of lighter color, and then let's go ahead and take these 3 and we're going to make them a bit darker. So the way that I do that is I can select these 3 and I'm going to duplicate them. I'm holding the Option button on my keyboard, and that's what duplicates them for me instead of just moving them down. Okay, and then now I am going to do it again. Okay, and then this time I am going to select all of those, and I'm going to make it black. All right, and then let's close out our colors, and let's go to position and then open up our layers. And I'm going to select these 3 black ones, but I'm going to just pull them over here, and then I'm going to group them together. And then on arranging them, I want these to go all the way to the back, okay, because I want this green to be over the top. Now what I'm going to do is change the opacity on these 3 colors by just a little bit on each. Okay, so we're going to select this one, and let's go 75 and 50 and 25. Okay, so you see by putting that black in the background, that's kind of coming through when we do that opacity. and it will give us some different shades, but all kind of in the same tone, right? So they all complement each other. So now I'm going to click on this, and I am going to go, let's exit out of here. Let's click on this little bubble, and then I'm going to click on this plus icon and then use my eyedropper and select these colors down here. Okay, that was not correct. Okay, there we go. We'll select that one. Again, plus icon, the little dropper, and then we'll select this. And then this one, plus icon, dropper, and then we'll select this. Perfect. And then I can select all of those and go ahead and delete them. So now I have a color scheme that will match my pattern. Okay, so now how do we take this and apply it to our website? So here is our demo site that we've got, and I'm going to go straight into the dashboard. And first thing we're going to do is go into our media library, and we're going to upload that pattern. So I'm going to take this and go ahead and upload it in there. All right, let me move this out of the way. And then we'll go into appearance and customize. And so now we're going to change the colors of all of the things. Okay, so we're going to go to colors and fonts and colors. And I'm going to select a color palette that I know that I'm never going to use. So in this case, I like a more neutral palette, so I'm never going to use this bright color palette. So I'm going to go ahead and replace color palette 3 with the new palette that we just created. So I'm going to go here in Canva, and we're going to have to go back and forth between these two for a second. And actually, before I do that, let's verify this color. I'm going to do plus and this, and then let's select this to make sure it's the same. Perfect. Okay, so let's select this first color, and it will highlight it here in our document colors. It will highlight that color for you so you know exactly which one is selected. And then I can click on it and get this color code. This is exactly what we need in order to put it in our website. So I'm going to do Command C on my keyboard to copy, and then I'm going to start at the very beginning, and I'm going to paste. Okay, and as we change these colors, we're going to see it reflect over here on the website. Okay, now let's go to the second color. Let's open that up and copy and paste. Okay, and then we'll just keep going all the way through here for a second. Copy and paste. Paste on my keyboard is Command V. Okay, so over here, Command C, go to the next one, Command V. Okay. C, Command V, perfect. And then let's do this one. Now this color palette doesn't have a lot of variation just simply because of this pattern, but if you're using a different pattern that has more colors, obviously you'll have a little bit more of a variation in your color palette than this one. But this one is just kind of a neutral palette that we can work with. Okay, and then we've got this very last one. Perfect. All right, so that color scheme is applied, and you can see here that that color scheme is reflected here in our view. Now, as we're looking at it here in the customizer, we can see that like this tag, this new tag is a little too dark. So what we can do is come in here and select this and sort of lighten it up a little bit. And if we just sort of stay in the same area here in this little picker area, we can kind of keep the same tone, but just lighten it up just a little bit. So I always kind of go up and to the left, and that will lighten up that tone for me just a little bit, but it'll still stay in this same family of colors here. All right, so that all looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. Okay, and then what we're going to do is replace the pattern that's in the footer. So normally there's a pattern there, and it's actually hiding right now, but we can go to footer. Okay, and then I'm going to select this little icon here for that bottom row and go to design, and then I'm going to click on the bottom row background, and we're going to change the image and select our new pattern. Okay, and we're going to see that that pops up down here for us. Okay, perfect. I love that. Okay, in Fusion specifically, I'm also able to change the pattern on the recipes. So if I click into this post, it'll have a recipe in it so we can see what we're actually working with. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. And here, I'm also seeing an issue here, so we'll come back and fix that here in a second. So let's scroll down. Oh, I don't have that recipe card selected here in my demo site. But if you're using Fusion and you need to change it, it's under the Fusion theme settings, and you can come here, change the image, and go ahead and select your new pattern. All right, and then let's look at this color real quick. So let's go back to colors, and sometimes you just have to play with it. I believe it's this one. It is. Okay, so we're gonna go back to sort of where it was. And I like that, but in order to change it here in Fusion, if you're having kind of a color conflict, then you'll go to Post, Pages Layout, Single Post, since this is what we're looking at is a single post. You'll go to Design, and you'll scroll down a little bit, and you have your post title background. So you can come in here and switch this to one of your lighter colors to make this look a little bit better if your color scheme isn't quite working with that particular, this particular theme. Okay, so I'll hit Publish. Okay, and then the next thing we need to do is go to the home page of our site and go ahead and change out the pattern there. So I'm going to go here, and we're going to go to settings, and or actually let's do the fun pattern. That's fine. I'll edit this page. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down, and everywhere that we have this pattern here, I'm going to click on it. So this is a row. And I'm going to go ahead and go to Style, and then we'll see that pattern is coming in here. So I'm going to hit Edit, and I'm going to choose this new pattern. And we'll see that sort of peeking through there in the background. Same here, we've got this line here, but it's a divider, and then it's got a section. That divider is inside of a section. So we'll select the section itself, and I'll go to Style, and then here's that background. So I'll hit Edit and change it to the new pattern, and we'll do it on this one too. So Style, Edit, and Change. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then on this I'm finding that color to be a little too dark, so I'm gonna just click into here and select the section itself and go to Style. Actually it's not on that, so let's do the row layout. Nope, it's on. Gotta be on this section. Oh, okay. Oh, it's on this section. Sorry. Okay, so inside of this row layout is on this section on the left. And then I'm going to just change it to this lighter color. Perfect. Okay, and I think we got all the patterns. Yep. All right, so we're going to go take a peek at our new look here, right? So here we've got Fusion. We've got our own color scheme. Okay, we've got our own pattern that we've uploaded into all of the spaces, and it's completely customized from what the Fusion demos look like.